Making Great Teachers has grown into a family of highly motivated educators who encourage each other to reach new objectives. That has been the key to achieving great goals and giving a purpose to this team. Welcome to the last chapter of this series. These are the goals of Making Great Teachers.
We have been working for about 7 years now. People often ask what our formula to keep this family together has been.
Well, this is all about teamwork.
Because we have learned how to recognize each other's values, abilities, and strengths.
We are all different, and that is what makes us unique. At the beginning, we didn't think that Making Great Teachers was going to be this big. Of course, we wanted to keep studying, develop our professional skills. We really wanted to keep sharing with our friends and the teachers and the staff of the BNC Manizales, who we were so grateful with. However, we ended up planning camps, training teachers, working with different BNCs around Colombia, and replicating our knowledge.
One of the most rewarding experiences in Making Great Teachers has been the Access Camp. It started as one of our biggest dreams, and little by little we prepared ourselves for leading one. Undoubtedly, the process in the Semillero helped us to become strong leaders, capable of transforming others' lives through teamwork, leadership, and community project services. This opportunity helped us to expand our community with cities such as Pereira and Bucaramanga.
It's been great to get to see all the students in the second generation, especially because we get to see each other once again reflected in each of them. So the process that they have right now in the second generation, it's pretty similar to the one that we had in the first generation. And as you know, replicating and working together have always been essential parts of our program. And so those are ideas that we try to foster and implement with our second generation as well. Of course, always having the great support of the US Embassy and the BNC Manizales.
We always have the motivation to change the world through little acts. Voluntarism is something that moves us. That is why we have been enrolled in several projects in order to help different communities. Play is one of those projects that help us to give back to the community all the opportunities that we have received. It started back in 2017 and it impacted children, sons and daughters from employees from the cleaning company of Manizales. It started with few resources and few volunteers. Now we have the support from the American Embassy and the CCI Manizales. We have also impacted more than 3 communities all around Manizales, and our motivation to keep helping others keeps growing.
What has been the most challenging thing you have faced in Making Great Teachers?
I think one of the most difficult things that we have had in the program has been the planning process. Sometimes it is very hard to get together in order to plan the different sessions that we have to do, that we have to carry out with the students, as well as the many events that we also offer. Since we don't only offer a possibility for the students to be in the classes and learn about the TEFL methodology, but we also open different spaces for them to interact and to have different activities, monthly activities depending on the holidays. So those spaces that we need to be all of us together planning, I think those have been pretty hard.
The most challenging part of being in Making Great Teachers is making the perfect balance between theory and practice, taking into account that we have to go over methods and approaches of teaching English as a foreign language. So we have to make all the classes very interactive all the time to keep our students really engaged.
What was the most challenging thing faced during the camps?
I would say that the most challenging things we faced during the camps was connecting with people that we don't know, but we didn't know in that moment. So, you have to get to know your team so it can work together as a team, and also connecting with the students, because at the end of the camp, it must feel like a family. And in effect, it did, but it was quite challenging, achieving that familiar feeling in a couple of days and even hours.
The most challenging experience was logistics, controlling time and managing schedules. Activities sometimes just went out of control. What I mean is that students and us were enjoying so much the activities that we just forgot time. So sometimes we were just running, trying to keep the schedule as it was stated since the very beginning. So it was really difficult, but I think that at the end, the most important thing is that the students learn from each activity and that they take the best part of it to put it into practice in their lives.
Well, I think that the most challenging thing in the camps for me was to bring together different communities. In the camps, we have to work with people from different backgrounds, with students that are usually part of different groups of even the same city, or that are just different cities integrated. And sometimes trying to bring them together, trying to make them interact with each other in a positive way can be a little bit difficult, just bringing all of their personalities and characters together. I think that was something very challenging, but it was also very good to see how they could get together very well and just work to get a fantastic outcome.
What has been the most rewarding experience you've had in making great teachers second generation?
Okay, I think that the most rewarding experience that I have had with the second generation has been the possibility of sharing the different experiences and the different contexts that we have all around Manizales. So we get to see people from different neighborhoods, from different communities, and seeing that eagerness towards working with them is definitely the best energy that we can get.
I would say that reaching to people from different backgrounds, like we have experienced that MGT goes beyond Manizales, and that all those differences and all those different backgrounds, cultures, uniqueness of each student contribute to the learning process of all. And not only talking about academical matters, but also personal and professional. And that's something that I found it's very important in my personal growth as a teacher and as a person.
What was the most rewarding experience you had in the camps?
Well, for me, the most rewarding experience of being a leader in the camps was to see the progressive immersion of the participants inside the experience. When we just got in the camps, we could see that everybody was just a little bit withdrawn from the rest and from the activities that we have proposed. But while the time started to go on and we started doing some activities and some interactions with them, they started to loosen up. They were more active. They started using their English more, to a point where everybody just spoke English all the time. We could see that they were able to work with other people, to be leaders in their activities, and just to be able to express themselves using their own words, their own personalities, and their own characters, just to leave a mark in the other people. That was very satisfying, and I think that we could all see that that was very successful.
The most rewarding experience being in the camps was to see those happy faces of the campers, seeing that they got the chance to practice their leadership and teamwork skills. And at the end, they could say that they were better leaders for the society.
Definitely, the most rewarding experience I had during the camps was working with people from other BNCs. They always made us feel that we were part of their family, even though we didn't know each other, even though that it was the first time working together. We always felt connected. I think that's a general feeling when you're part of Access. So it was definitely one of the most beautiful feelings we experienced there. We had also the opportunity to share and to complement our skills with them. So we could do it better, and every single camp was better thanks to their support.
We have built this great team experiencing ups and downs, working together as a team and receiving the support from the US Embassy and the BNC Manizales has been greatly important to become what we are now.
Joining us in this journey and learning about our program, Making Great Teachers. Our MGT family is thankful for the opportunity to share about this incredible journey that we have been on. We hope that after watching this video series, you are inspired to connect and learn in new ways. Is one way that we sought to create an impact in our communities and in our own lives. We would be honored to have you join us on this journey as well. If you want to make a change, Making Great Teachers is a wonderful way to do this, and we would love to have you join us on this adventure.